today I've got a couple of T29 vids to share with you that I've done over the past week. Neither of them are particularly outstanding. I don't get an ace tank in either of them, but I think they're both pretty good, pretty average games, and I thought if anyone out there is thinking of buying the T29 or perhaps already has it, then you might enjoy just seeing some good games that I've had in it. You may notice it's not a Monday, it is in fact a Tuesday, but that's because it was a bank holiday, and to be honest I was more tempted to go out and enjoy the lovely weather we've had rather than staying in and doing a video, but I hope you don't mind that it's on a Tuesday instead. So on this map, which is in fact Windstorm, I've decided to head north. I do find this is a really good place for T29. To be honest, most have is, and I'm getting quite a lot of support there as well, so I'm not particularly worried, especially with being top tier, that I'll come across anything too nasty here. So I'm heading at top speed ahead, or what is top speed for the T29. Anyway, up here, and I have got a lot of TD support back there, so I'm sure that if I spot anything, or anything pops around any corners, that all my teammates there will fire at them. So here I go. Usually this is about the stage where you do tend to meet an enemy tank or two. Our Chiwi friend is moving up there with us, which is quite handy. And yes, there's an SU-100. So I do put a shot into him. He obviously wasn't pointing his gun at me. He'd obviously turned towards the Chiwi, so I was quite lucky there. And there is also the Jumbo there, which I don't manage to sneak a shot into him. At this stage in the game, I do take a little bit of damage trying to get these guys. I mean, I could have been side scraping. I wasn't. I don't know why I wasn't. Probably should have been. I was quite lucky. But I'm just doing my best to put a shot in here and there. I do use my health pool as sort of a guard, really, against death, which isn't the way to go. Really, you want to be angling your armour, probably more than I did, but yeah. And then this KV1 decided to really go for it, which probably is a good idea if his teammates had followed him, but they didn't, and unfortunately he died. I think if all three of them went together to come at me, and to come at the Chibi as well, it would have been quite hard to defend, but no, if any one of them, a lowly KV1, is going to come out on its own, no, that's not going to work. So I decided to continue trying to put some shots into these guys. The SU-100 is really suffering now, only on 9 health there, so I'm pretty confident we can take them. Obviously I have lost a bit of health, that was my own silly fault, but I'm quite lucky that these guys aren't too good. I can manage to take them out. Just reloading and then putting another shot in. I do try and aim for his lower plate a little, but I don't suppose it really matters. Not in a T29. And then I go back just to finish off that SU-100 there. So I'm already on 2 kills. The team is doing fairly well. We are obviously winning at the moment, and we've lost a few, but not very many tanks. So we decided to continue along here. I'm pretty sure there'll be some TDs at the back, and so as I imagine the TV will go forward, I think I'll go off to the right here and see what I can do around here, just to check if there's any enemies around there, and perhaps to get that Jagdpanther. So I noticed that he is in fact out in the open with just his side facing me, and so I decided to take a shot at him. Unfortunately, it leaves him on 34 health. How annoying when you have a low roll like that. It wasn't actually a too bad roll, but I just really wished I'd managed to finish him off there. Would have been quite nice. And then we decided to continue. The Chibi has not spotted anything, so I think we're all good just to continue up here. Most of the remaining enemies are in fact in the town, as you can probably see. I think that KV85 over there is probably AFK, so I can take him out quite easily. But I decided to go and help my Chiwi friend anyway, because if he does turn out to be a bot or whatever, it could turn nasty for our poor old Chiwi. So I want to go and give him a hand if necessary. And as I look over at the town, just to see if anyone over there is visible, see if I can get any shots in, but I can't. I just want to keep moving at this stage. Turns out our Chiwi had no trouble, he just took that guy out. Being AFK, it wasn't too nasty. And decide to curve around here. Now I don't want to obviously go across the bridge yet, that will leave me in quite an open position, especially not when some of the enemy team may be coming back to defend the cap, like that T29 did there. I want to stay behind here where I can keep my body hidden and stay out of harm's way, basically. I think I missed there, which is a bit unfortunate. I didn't really let it aim fully. Now I'm beginning to wonder at this stage whether anyone else will come back. Sometimes the enemy team do, sometimes they're just trying to ignore the people near their base. So But this team do seem to want to come back, and that T25 2 and that KV1 do seem to be heading this way. So I'm seeing what I can do, considering maybe crossing the bridge. And this side, yes, I think I'll go for it. I don't think I'll do any more damage hiding behind there. I think I need to move at this stage in the game. I've still got a bit of health left. I do need to take a hit. So I decide, yes, let's go for it. My Chibi friend has also managed to get 4 kills here, so he's done pretty decent. We both did pretty decent heading that north way there. So I see just a snippet of the IS there, but it wasn't enough. I need to keep going. I managed to put a shot into the IS as back there. He was sticking out. The back of him was just sticking out behind the building. And then I can see his cupola there, so I'm aiming on that. I do take a hit, but at this stage in the game it barely matters. And then I noticed it is actually 2-2. So it's kind of close. But I'm still confident that we can take them. Because one of theirs is an SU-85, which is only obviously a tier 5 vehicle, so he won't be too hard to take out. I do manage to wear the IS down a little more, but he's still one more shot and then he'll definitely be dead. The GV's managed to obviously get himself a top gun there. And then aim that straight into his lower plate. And of course that kills him there. So me and the Chibi did work quite well together there. We both took the north road at first, and then he curved around to take out the SU-85, and I obviously went after the IS. The rest of our team did okay, not brilliant. I think if me and the Chibi hadn't been there, we definitely would have lost this game. So that's the first game I wanted to show you. I mean, I obviously didn't do as spectacular as the Chibi did there. I sort of played second fiddle to him, really. But I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless, and I'll have the second game for you in a minute. So this second game here is on airfield, and it's a similar situation with me being top tier here. So because I'm a heavy, I'm probably going to go to the F5, F6 area around the middle of the map. I feel like that's a really good opportunity as well to use the hull down or sort of let my turret be in the open. It doesn't matter if that takes the hits. So I'm just rolling out at this stage. I'm just heading over there. I know that I probably could have picked a tier 8 game or even a tier 9 game as my second match to show you, but to be honest, I'm still struggling with the T29 and tier 9 games. I do find that I die quite quickly because obviously you can do damage, but you do have to aim for the weak spots, and you know, you've got a longish reload. Well, not huge, but longish reload, which makes you quite vulnerable. So yeah, I thought I'd show you another tier 7 one where I'm top tier again, so I hope you don't mind that. Obviously there's quite a lot of other tanks going this way. I admit that we do leave a little bit of the map open there down the H5, H6 area. But it's too late for me to really change back at this stage. I do notice, but there isn't a lot I can do. I can't just turn around. It took me ages to get back over there, so I decided just to keep going. And it turns out to be the right thing to do, in my opinion anyway. So I noticed that there is a T34 and an AMX M445 there. Obviously, one of them's already been took out, but the AMX can still be a bit of a dangerous target, and I don't want to go and stand in front of his gun, so I decided to go round this rock here and try and flank him. It turns out to be the best thing to do. I mean, he's not got the toughest armour, and aiming at the side of the turret, yep, I'm definitely going to penetrate. So it turns out to be the best thing he can do. He's got tanks on both sides of him now, so it's really up to him who he takes the hits from. He does manage to get a hit in return, but that's probably all he can really do now. He's in a bit of a low health situation. I notice there's T37 there. Bit risky popping out like this, I know, but I did decide to take the risk, and unfortunately I didn't take him out, but he is on pretty low health now. And then I noticed the KV2, who can resist the side of a KV2 turret, or even the front of a KV2 turret, really. They're so boxy and easy to pen. So I've pretty much cleared that zone, so I decided to move forward and go and flank this Black Prince. There's a lot of flanking going on in this game. Why face something head on when you can face the back of it instead? So I do hit him once. I do reverse. I'm not sure if it's going to turn his turret to face me or not. It turns out it doesn't. It's got enough going on in front of him. So I go back and put another shot in. And I'm lucky enough to set him on fire. I mean, that probably won't kill him, but obviously it's going to do a lot of damage to his modules. So I just go back and I put another one in. That finishes him off, so now I'm free to go off to the right and find out what that AMX is doing. I know that one shot will definitely kill him, so I do decide to just go for it. I know there's a bit of a risk, and even though he fires gold at me, it bounces, so I was quite lucky. Now I've really got a lot of choice here. I could continue to the sort of H5, H6 area, or I can go towards the base and see what's there. They haven't got any artillery there, but they may have other tanks there, which is what I decided to do. They may have someone who's AFK, for example. I do end up taking out that KV2 on breach, as you saw, but he was quite low on health anyway. So there's the T34, 85 they've got up there. I do wonder if his AFK is taking a lot of hits, but it does turn out that he's not. It's just, don't really know what he's doing up there. I mean, it's not the best position for a T34, 85. Maybe he just assumed he couldn't do a lot in this match, I'm not sure. Even though he probably could have. I think T34, 85 is great in pretty much any game. So I had to go for him. And I do mess up that shot. I don't really know what I was doing there. I probably should have moved towards him a little and closed the distance, which I'm then doing. So that's the end of him. I do end up taking a hit, but you know, it doesn't really matter. I've got plenty of health to spare at this stage. And then decide that I am going to head to the middle of the map. I know that there's still some good enemy vehicles that I can help to defeat around there. There's obviously, you've got the T29s, you've got the Churchill, some really nasty targets that I don't want to let get away. So I decided to go there. I don't know why I get distracted by the M2 light. It's a bit silly of me really. I should have just kept going because at my speed it's still going to take me a little while to get there. I've got 4 kills, so at this stage I was sort of hoping for a Top Gun, and it could happen. It could happen at this stage. It does take me a little while to climb up here. I really don't want to lose our T20, but it does seem inevitable with such low health. And we've got quite a few of our allies asking for help now. It's a very close game. We are capping at the same time, so it looks as if we might cap out, but there is an enemy over there. This really is quite tense at this stage. And that's it, we have actually capped the base. Now, I thought that was personally a real shame. I would have loved to have been able to take out that Churchill and maybe start on those T29s and possibly get myself a Top Gun. But obviously it wasn't meant to be. I mean, it's obviously better to win by capping than to be defeated. So, you know, you can't really help that. And maybe those T29s would have been in our cap, and to take on 2 of them at once would have been very dangerous for me and on my own. So it was probably best that we capped out, but I was still a little disappointed about the Top Gun because I really wanted it. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry that it wasn't anything too fantastic, like a ace tanker or anything, but I hope you just enjoyed seeing how I normally play, because this is what I normally play, and games that I played this week, so they're quite recent. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button, maybe leave me a comment whether you like the T29, what you think I could have improved on. Even if you've got a link to show me a game that you've played in the T29, I'd more than like to watch it. Thanks for watching. Sure, I'll catch you next time. Bye!